I had studied the Blue Ribbon School of Excellence program several years ago because I was very familiar with Mr. Teal and all that he stood for. We were at a point at Spain Park High School where we were a good school, but we wanted to become great.
About 8 years ago, a group of educators and I, when I was a building principal at one of our middle schools, a group of educators and I went to a Blue Ribbon School Conference in Spartanburg, South Carolina. We had just finished the National Blue Ribbon School process through the United States Government Department of Education. We did not do very well in that process, and we wanted to learn more about how we could make our school the best it could be.
I think when people come to the conference, they are energized. They are looking for new ways to teach their children. They're motivated to do something different.
I think overall the Blue Ribbon Conference provides an opportunity for educators to connect. It gives us a common language, a common vision.
Attending this conference has connected us with people across the country that we would never have come in contact with without this opportunity.
The conference was advertised as a conference that had educators from all over the United States, that it was a conference that was sharing best practices, and I took a team of educators to that conference to see what it entailed. And I've been going to this conference with educators from all over our district ever since.
You don't come to these conferences without going home without an abundance of ideas.
It made a tremendous difference in everything that we're doing at Spain Park High School by coming to the Blue Ribbon Conference, talking to other principals to see what they were doing. We basically changed everything that we do at Spain Park High School.
Not only do they have great keynote speakers, but their concurrent sessions, and I think this year it's almost 100 concurrent sessions, elementary, middle, and high school, where people have the opportunity to choose what their needs are.
They come back with lots of energy, ready to say, I've received this wonderful idea from Michigan, or from Arizona, or from Louisiana, or Alabama, and I'm so excited to try it in my classroom to see if it'll work with my students.
If we ever do forget why we do this, I'm not sure we ever forget, but if it ever sometimes takes a back burner, attending this conference puts it right back up in front, and we realize no matter what we're focusing on, it's about the kids that sit in the classroom.
We get to visit with other schools. We get to talk to other administrators. We get to see what other teachers are doing in their classrooms. So we're taking some ideas back with us to even enhance what we're already doing.
The teachers and I have been talking how you feel almost like a mini celebrity as you walk through the halls and go from conference to conference, and people stop to ask about things in more detail and celebrate our success and congratulate us.
The school visit, to me, is the piece that I love the most, because you actually get to see teachers in their environment doing their job, and that separates this conference from all the other conferences.
I think a common theme that's running through this conference is the fact that we need to change the way we teach our students and the experiences that we give them in our schools.
Each time that we go to a conference, we're trying very, very hard to look for best practices. What works in your school may very well work in my school.
The ability to get those ideas and see them in action in a school setting, that to me is something that you just can't put a price on, that kind of staff development.
Our school faculty, one by one, has been able to see firsthand what it takes to create some of the best schools, to share, to network with others, and share our best practices with others.
I think a conference like this brings these people together, and I think more and more when schools feel the pressure to do well on tests, or the pressure to make sure they're doing the best for their kids with limited amounts of money, they may be looking for programs that can just kind of take what you have and do the best that you can possibly do. And I think that's what Blue Ribbon programs can do.
I think initially we did a lot of the taking, and now it's wonderful that we're also able to be sharing with others. The taking never ends. So we're always trying to improve, and we just find it's just a wonderful network with some of the best educators in schools around the country, around the world, really.
Everyone wants to learn. All the children and the teachers are very endeared to try to look for best practices, and that's what this conference does. This conference helps us to share best practices around the world.
Because of No Child Left Behind, our schools have focused more on accountability and standards, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but what it has caused is we've forgotten about the other things that help our children. What I call the creativity piece, the innovative piece, the arts.
I think one of the wonderful things about the Blue Ribbon Schools program and conference is that regardless of what kind of district you come from, whether it's rural or suburban or urban or what level you teach, that here we find a common bond, that if you're an educator who put children first, and that in addition to being a teacher, you're a learner. And I think those people are the best teachers, that if you're a learner, you're going to come back with some valuable information to take back to your school or to your classroom.
What this conference has done is it's reminded us that we need to change our schools so that we create a whole brain child, not just a left brain child, which can do well on a state test.
There's not a conference that we enjoy attending more than the National Blue Ribbon Schools Conference. It is outstanding. It's worth the money because you never, ever go back home without many, many outstanding ideas. This conference has helped make our school a much, much better school.
So we go home not only inspired but energized to continue to try new things.
All spiked either by the glass on the walls or the nails on the door. Can you imagine how big that kid?
By attending conferences like this, we got those ideas, we kept improving our school, and then eventually we came back and started sharing our best practices with others.
You can dream, create, design, and build the most wonderful place in the world, but it requires people to make the dream a reality. The Blue Ribbon Schools National Conference brings people together from across the country and around the world to share their experiences, programs, and successful practices in the education of our children. Get excited about education again. Join us soon for the next Blue Ribbon Schools National Conference.
I'm Craig Martin. I'm the principal of Coolidge Middle School in Reading, Massachusetts.
My name's Johnny Calder. I'm the principal of Forest Brook Elementary School in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
I'm Edward Burnetich, Director of Teacher Education at Case Western Reserve University in Cleveland, Ohio.
Hi, my name is John Doherty. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum Instruction and Assessment for the Reading Public Schools in Reading, Massachusetts.
My name is Laura Morgan. I'm the principal at Meadowview Elementary School in Grays Lake, Illinois.
My name is Billy Broadway, and I'm the principal at Spain Park High School in Hoover, Alabama.
My name is Mary Woods. I'm formerly the principal of Taylor's Elementary in Greenville, South Carolina. Currently, I am on the board of directors with Bart Teal with the Blue Ribbon School of Excellence.